80 gallons of fresh water capacity, 25 feet overall, and almost 4,000 pounds of carrying capacity? No, this is not a toy hauler. This is an outdoors RV 20BD. Absolutely strong build, given the fact that this thing can carry 4,000, almost 4,000 pounds. It's about 3,800 pounds. That is a lot of weight that you could throw in this. Don't want to get that close, but it definitely tells you the build and construction on this thing. Starting off with the chassis on here, this is an 8-inch beam that goes all the way through. It is an I-beam that goes through. It is reinforced by angle iron on every stress point. So you come under here, you've got your All-Trek 4000 suspension system. Right under here in this 8-inch I-beam, you do have an angle iron that goes up in between each stress point. So at the shock and at the leaf as well. On here, you do also have the KYB shock system. So that gives you a lot more stability on there. Goodyear tires standard. These are upgraded to the 16-inch tires. Moving on up, you do have the water heater exhaust there. You do have a quick connect for your barbecue if you want one out the end. Guys, this is a well-built trailer. You got 2-inch thick walls. That is going to be a lot more insulated than the traditional 1.25 1.5 that is on most trailers. Up top, we have the awning. This is going to go almost the entire length of the trailer. So coming out, setting up camp, nice setup here to be able to do that under the awning, have the entryway there, look out over your campsite. If you notice on this awning, it is wrapped up in aluminum on the very end of the awning. When it wraps up, it'll be covered by that aluminum. That aluminum will keep it from UV degradation, getting caught on any branches if you're going into tighter situations. Because this is only about a 25-foot trailer overall, you are going to be able to be a lot more spontaneous, go into different areas that are a lot more cramped, and have the ability to jump on more campsites because you're going to fit in more spots. And I can't wait to show you the surprise on the back end of this trailer later. But on the front end, we got this molded fiberglass nose cap. Outdoors RV thinking a little bit differently as they wrap it all the way around so the seam is on the side instead of the front. So going down the road, you're not having that hitting the forefront of your rain, sleet, snow, rocks, anything like that, forcing its way in. So you have that ability to keep this longer, lasting longer, holding up against the elements. Much larger propane tanks on there, much larger jack on there. This is going to sit up much higher. They did drop this receiver on here. It's 2 5/16 ball on there, but I also dropped this. It is about a 5-inch drop from the top to the bottom. So you don't have to get a riser, or not many vehicles now have to get a riser for the hitch. That used to be an issue on older outdoors RVs, that you'd have to get a riser on your hitch. And if you took the trailer off, but you still had the riser on, you put your tailgate down, you'd get a lot of people getting really angry because you'd be putting a dent in your tailgate, hitting that riser. That, no more. Because it is the Backcountry series out of Outdoors RV, now new for 2024, going on 2025, you can get this in the Mountain and Titanium series. If you're curious about the difference between those two, you can hit the link below. There is a link on there for the video about Titanium and Mountain series, so you can see the differences there. But the Backcountry versus any of their other series is going to have a generator on board. Not only does it have a generator on board, which is a 3500 Onan generator, on the other side, if you open up the pass-through, because it doesn't pass all the way through, you have the generator on the other side. You open this up, nice big opening, nice diamond plate bottom. You do have a rack up here for shovels, anything like that. But you have this more ride slide system, so you're not crawling all the way back in there. See how smooth that rolls. Makes it very convenient. Up front, you do have your switch. You've got a charging station. You've got your on-off switch for your battery quick connect. And another thing to note, this is insulated up top. Here's where the bed rests. You have insulation underneath your bed. That keeps it absolutely fantastically warm in there. And if you look right here, there is a lot of space in between. The insulation starts from about there and goes to the front nose cap. So if you're in colder situations, you see a lot of these go up to Alaska, a lot of these go up into the Yukon. They are fantastically built trailers for keeping you well insulated, warmer. You also see them go down to Arizona, keep you a lot cooler. Now, as we run around the backside, because this is a mountain series, it's going to be a framed window. They are all dual pane standard. Up top, if you think about this, there is 400 watts solar standard. You can option that up all the way to 1,000 watts. On here, we do have a hot and cold shower tap. On here, this is a spray port. I'm sorry, this does not have the hot and cold. This is just a spray port on there. So it's condensed or pressurized water, but it is insulated. So if you have a water pipe in there or anything like that, you can keep that insulated on that 1 inch thick door on there. It's no longer a piece of plastic, but they have a 1 inch thick insulated door. This is going to be just your freshwater fill here. Remember, it's an 80-gallon freshwater tank on this 25-foot plus trailer. Absolutely phenomenal. You have your dump valves in here. One thing you'll notice is they do tuck them up into the frame itself. So the valve up is going to be insulated. That means that you have no pipes underneath that are exposed that are holding water. So again, insulated and enclosed underbelly. They do put ducted heating on these, so that is going to keep that underbelly extremely warm. And if you wanted, you can always upgrade to the heated tanks as well. As we move further back, we will see the bumper on here sticks out quite a bit, so you can get some attachments like this U-bracket. The spare tire does come with it, so don't worry there. It is going to be a well built out trailer. Again, 400 watts of solar up top, standard now. You do have a fat ladder going up top. That is a cambered roof. It's called the cathedral ceiling. We'll take a look at that inside. You can tell I'm quite a tall individual. I'm 6'5". We'll be able to see that it's almost, I believe it's 6'11" as an interior height. This is optioned with the 2-inch receiver on the back, so you can throw bike rack on there. They do make it easy. It's 250 pounds max weight on there. Perfect for e-bikes, something like that. This is the 20BD Backcountry Series by Outdoors RV. Let's take a look inside and make sure we are loving this model, because one thing is missing that you see on a lot of trailers that is actually kind of a benefit for this one. So let's take a look inside. Coming inside, first big surprise, you got a huge back window. How large that is. When you are at a campsite and you're pulling up to a campsite, usually on your driver's side, you'd have someone else's camp, so you'd be looking at that. On this side, you'd be having your camp, so you'd be looking at that. And out the back, that's where you actually get your view. So to be able to put this huge U-shaped dinette, which does fold down into a bed, in the back, you got dual pane windows all around. You could be sitting in here when it's pouring down rain. It could be snowing, it could be blizzarding. You could even just wake up and have a nice cup of coffee and look at the view. It is a fantastic layout that they've done here. If we flip around this side, there is a TV up there. A little bit weirder placement just because this is the only seating area in this trailer, but it's nice that it does have a little bit of that seclusion element. So if you are a couple and you need some time to, work on something and someone else is doing something else, you do have that ability to be separate in this trailer. 12-volt fridge for 2024 on is going to be a lot deeper fridge and freezer. Again, 400 watts of solar up top, giving you a ton of energy to be able to power this. Nice coat rack as you come in, so you can throw up your coats there. Kind of give away the layout here. One thing you'll note, look how wide this is. You have a little bit of a walkway. It is a fairly big walkway, but there is no slide on here. You didn't notice on the outside, there's no slide on this trailer. So a 25-foot trailer, a little bit plus with the hitch, that you do not have a slide on. You're going to be able to get into a lot smaller spots. You don't have to worry about a slide at all. It is a great option for the spontaneous type of person. Again, 3,500 watt Onan generator on there, right up by the front door. You can start it here. You've got all your other electronics here. So you've got your lights, water heaters, everything like that. Water pump, check your tanks, awning. Been it really nice. This is huge basin sink. This does come with a cover, so you have more of a prep space here. You do have a flip out counter right here to give you a little bit more space as well. Let's talk about storage for a second. Storage, again, on smaller trailers, a little bit at a premium, but you do have the spot underneath your dinette here. That is a much longer slide. These are 100-pound slides on either side, so it gives you a 200-pound capacity on there. You do have this slotted into the sides. This is all real wood, no composites, so it's going to hold up for the long term. You can drop some stuff in there and it's not going to bust out the bottom. That is actually on both sides here. Keep in mind, if you do see one of these in person, hit that button so it's extended out. That unlocks it and you'll be able to pull it out. Put it in, push that button in, now it's locked. Coming around for storage in the kitchen. Up top, plates, everything like that. Glasses, little spice rack up there, much deeper storage with a nice little back plate up there. It's going to be your silverware, maybe dish towels. You have a much smaller oven. If you're a fan of pizzas, this is the oven for you. 3-burner stove, knife rack up top, throw some light on there, Do have an exhaust fan. You got a microwave up there. Also got a little bit more storage. Storage coming down here. And this is probably going to be your tiny pantry that doubles as a hanging locker. A little bit more storage and a little bit more storage. All right, let's look at the bathroom. This is kind of where it sections off. You have your living area back here. You've got your kitchen and the bathroom, which kind of condenses it. And then you've got your bed back here. Now let's look in the bathroom. A little bit larger bathroom for a smaller trailer. Not much storage up top. You do have a lot of working space up here on the countertop. Nice sink. Underneath, you do have a little bit of storage, but again, this is where some of the equipment is housed. Maybe towels down there. You do have your max air fan up top, so that will both pull in air or exhaust air. The medicine cabinet. And you have your shower right here. Let me hop in there and I'll show you what it looks like with a taller individual in that shower. All right, 6'5" hopping in here. It does have the little bathtub on the bottom. Now I can stand up straight. I'm in the sunlight here, but at 6'5", you know, I'm bumping up against stuff. Unfortunately, it is the pull across thing. So if I was to put this together and turn straight, I'm already hitting my elbows on there. Obviously, you can hit it a little bit and it's not going to come flying off, but it is going to be a little bit tighter space. Again, if you are shorter than 6'5", then it's probably going to be just fine. All right, so coming out of the bathroom here, back into the kitchen, we take a left out. We'll have that pantry that we looked in over here, but this comes into the bedroom. Now, one thing that's nice that is an update from 2024 and beyond is these blackout curtains are now standard. You can get it very dark in here with just those blackout curtains. So if you need to take a nap during the daytime, absolutely fantastic. If you are heading up to Alaska, let's say, and the days are quite long in the summer, you can pull those down and get some light blocked and your sleep had. Huge nightstands on the side. So if you have a CPAP machine, you have anything that you're charging, maybe you keep your iPad by your bed, books, anything like that, you have a great spot to keep those there. Reading lights on either side. This is a full queen. Now, Outdoors RV does invest heavily in their mattresses. You can upgrade in a mountain series of the trailer to a premium mattress, and if you get the titanium series, it does come as a gel-topped mattress. All the mattresses that they have are actually very comfortable. I have yet to see someone come in here and replace one right off the shelf without giving it a go first and actually being pleasantly surprised. You do have a safe right by the bed. In the Backcountry series, that is different for Backcountry versus any of their other trailers. And you also have your 110 and 12-volt outlets by the side of the bed. All right, moving out from the bedroom. This is the entire trailer, and you're at the end. 25 and some change with the hitch. This is the 20BD by Outdoors RV. It is part of their Backcountry series, so that gives you the generator on board, the safe, the sliding tray, and the 80 gallons of fresh water. It is a fantastic trailer. If you're looking to boondock, you've got a lot of amenities to stay out for the long term, but also you have a lot of the comforts from home to keep you nice and cozy in those more secluded areas. If you're interested in this model or any other model of Outdoors RV, you can download the brochure in the link below, or you can get in contact with us at apachecamping.com.